I want to get your reaction to this confusion of it. It's targeted, not targeted. Maybe the people in the house, maybe it was the residents. What can you tell us about that?
Um, I don't like it one bit. I know these statements take like hours and multiple individuals to review. It's not like this was something said on the side of the street within the first 5 hours of the case. I mean, these guys are professionals. They sat in a room and this is what they came out with. And they keep coming out with statements that create more questions than they answer. And then that creates a pressure. And that's why I'm feeling like there's so many people coming and looking for answers. And I'm one of them.
The things that you said last night about the two of them having fallen asleep in the same bed, that was new information. Is that the case, that they were actually in the same bed?
Um, to me, it wasn't new. The coroner had shared a bunch of information about there. There was some photos. If you knew the house design, you would have seen that there was a picture of Kaylee's bed,
Mhm.
and it was made. There was nothing in there, so it was kind of a process of elimination. If you'd been in the home, if you knew the inside information, like I knew that was my daughter's room. So to me, it had been out, but I'm sure they're not happy with me saying that, and I didn't mean to say something that was
Yeah, of course
supposed to
not.
be on the wraps, but
Of course
I've
not.
told them, you got to work with me. You got to tell me what to say and what not to say, and I'll listen. But sometimes they're scared to give me those advices, and I understand.
Let me ask you, because of something that you said when you spoke with Lawrence Jones, do you believe that people on this campus know something that the rest of us don't know? Do you think that there was a stalker involved in this case?
Um, I don't think it matters what I particularly feel. I just want them to follow the evidence. I think even people who think they don't have information, I know people have been scared to share stuff because of there may be a alcohol or drugs or something in the background. I've tried to work with them to let everybody know that that's not what they're working on. But I've definitely heard from people that they're scared to submit stuff. It could be a party, it could be anything around that neighborhood within that time that could help us. And I think that community is going to solve this case just as much as those officers in that room.
You said
In
something
that
about, someone's car could be, in a selfie or a video of a person who said that they had an alibi, but the car isn't where it was supposed to be. Tell me about that, what you're thinking when you say that, sir.
I have an IT background. I know Teslas and some other vehicles have cameras that you don't even have to turn on, and they're still recording. And there's some chips in there that you can pull data off. I know that's the way the Wi-Fi's work. So this individual could have came into these homes and partied and done things, and that data can be captured. I want this guy to be fair. I want him to be scared. I don't want him to be confident. I want him to be sick of seeing my face. And I'm not going nowhere until this guy's off the streets. And the worst thing I want is another family to go through this.
Kaylee's mom said something about being fearful that he is around, that he's watching all of this, that he could even show up at a funeral service for your daughter or one of these children.
It's pretty much a fact. Who does something like this and doesn't tune into the media? Who wouldn't? It's in his 100% selfish interest. So yes, he is, and we wouldn't want to do some kind of celebration and exclude anyone. So yeah, he could easily be there, and that's a sick kind of twisted person that would do this kind of crime.
When you talked about getting into the phone, you said we have family passwords and, we were able to get in there. Is there anything that you can share with us about what you learned there or people she was communicating with? We know there was a back and forth between she and her on and off boyfriend through the course of the night.
There was a little there was some information. We were able to get that to the police officers. I think it definitely helped them. I know the behavior footprint afterwards. It did definitely get some more things in the works. But I'm a historical fact person. I can help them know my daughters and Maddie from past. But going forward, I'm going to be less and less relevant.
Do you believe that your daughter was the target, or do you have any reason to think that that she was over someone else, or that someone else was?
I do have some inkling that there was some behavior difference. I call them a footprint. When you commit a crime, you do different behaviors. I've asked permission to give any of that out, and they told me no, it would not be beneficial. So I've held back on that, and I try to keep my word.
I'm sorry, behavior of her or someone she knew?
Behavior of the victims.